All right. Oop. Don't delete. All right. Do I have? I have an animal transport. Before I go, I want to get all the animals sorted. I want to get. Is my mic being picked up? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Bees are all good. You guys are solid. I'm going to drop all this off right now because I don't really need any of it. Let's go drop off our materials. And we're going on an adventure. This was made by bees. And that is my final excuse. Now, where are we going first? I'm gonna wait. Wait. There's one more upgrade? I thought we got everything. No, that says tomato. Okay. What happens if I go down here? So we're going to that island. There's another island over here. So I can't reach that island on the left, this guy, but I can reach this long boy. I really need to clean my monitor. My monitor is gross. I haven't cleaned this in longer than I care to admit. Yeah, we're at full speed now. All right. Let's go check out what is on our brand new island. Wow, okay, we got corn right off the bat. This wheat? Wait, all right. I'm gonna try fishing in that lake. Apparently they have different loot tables. So hopefully we can get something actually good and not just 30,000 leaves. Hmm. Okay. This is the type of game that would absolutely hide a backpack upgrade somewhere on just off this path. Is it just me or does this scream base location? Hmm. I don't know why I would build a base way out here. Everything would just be really far away. But I guess with the drones, it doesn't really matter. The further they have to fly, the more materials they'll have when they come back. Ooh, 4 cable. Cable's another one of those things that is just not fun to craft. It just always feels like you're wasting your materials. Dude. All right. I don't. Can I? How am I supposed to get more? Oh. Please tell me that this game does not expect me to come all the way out here every time I want to get more algae. Raspberries. So algae is the primary thing I'm pulling out of this lake. But I can get other things. Fuck the leaves. Oh no. There's a special place in hell for a game that wants you to come all the way out to the border of the map just to fish for algae. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Not that I've seen. There is another tech level. I needed algae to be able to get it. So when I'm done exploring this island, we're going to head back and tech up. And hopefully there's some way to get a little robot out here and fish for me. Or set up, yeah, like a fishing trap or something. Because I will be genuinely sad. I swear there's a backpack upgrade somewhere on this island, too. I have no evidence to support that. But everywhere I look on this island, something is hidden. And they have genuinely camouflaged the chests that they hand out. So they're going out of their way to make sure we don't find. There we go. See? I approached the last one from this way. Oh, fuck yeah, solar panel. Hold up. We get good shit. Hold on. Uh, uh, I do kind of need my wood, though. Keep. Is that cobalt? Curiosity overwhelms you. So the game I played just before this is Darktide. And the way that you switched items in Darktide is Q. And Q is throw in this game. I have thrown hammers. I have thrown the materials you turn into the trader over here off of my my plane. It has been the single most constant struggle of this entire game is me being stupid and throwing things off a cliff. This game knows that I'm a creature of habit and is actively plotting against me. Okay, we're still going. Some of them took a while. Took a while to get. I threw an entire stack of quartz off. Yeah. No, this isn't the same lake. There's glowy things here. This is an island with 2 lakes. Okay, cool. Hopefully algae is not used in high quantities. The amount that I understand that makes me sad. I'm making a video on it where they're going to be in there. Today is my 7th day streaming, so I'm posting a video where it's, hey, what is it like to stream? This is what the first 7 days actually look like. And there is just going to be a compilation of me hucking things off the side of an island. I will say one thing about this game, and I can't even blame it for this. Me and Gravity have never gotten along, but any time that I talk about, actually being good at something, I have found a way to jump off the map. Hey, another chest. Is that also cobalt? Like my favorite one that I did is I was talking about how at one point I was learning how to fly in real life. If you've ever seen the little Cessnas that fly around, I took flying lessons to fly those, and the boat here actually flies weirdly accurately to a small plane. You always imagine that planes fly straight, but the little guys, any wind really pushes those things. Dude, a sheep! Hell yeah! Um, Okay. This is a problem. We're okay. We're gonna get the sheep. We're gonna send it home. I'm gonna submit a bug report on this. Give me 1 second. Report bug. Yeah, this is a new bug. On PC, this is English. Let me... Bug. Sound. I would describe where I am to be the long bottom right island. Near sheep. Player can slide into area that causes spelled correctly. Sound. I think this is the landing sound. Landing sound. Spam. And print screen. Paint. There we go. Okay, print screen for real this time. There we go. For some reason it didn't copy. The game did just come out, so there's bound to be some bugs in it. That's cool. As long as we can get them to the people who need to fix them. But yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, shit. I'm alive. Haha! This is the first time I've fallen off something in this game and survived. There may be no monsters in this game or anything genuinely trying to kill you. But gravity is an ever constant threat, and it wants you to know that. What? I want my corn seeds. Why are you not stacking with the other corn seeds? I don't need quartz. I have a person who... Wow, okay, hold up. I am breaking this game right. That... When I picked up the corn, it didn't go into the corn seeds tab, and when I picked up the bag of seeds, it is a white square, and now this... it's not going in there. I think I may have found all the bugs in this game. I was going to be complimenting on how stable the game has been so far, because realistically, I haven't run into that much. What else? Copper. Of course, present gameplay excluded. I just came this way. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the recent games that I played a lot when they came out were really bad. Ooh. What is... Oh, sweet. I want to say, I called it. I knew this was an island that would have a inventory expansion on it. There was just too much hidden shit. Though I am surprised on how many different resources there are here. Like, every island in the game so far has been devoted to one. So if you see copper on an island, it's going to be the only resource on that entire island. Oh, did I get the seeds? Yes. But in this, we found copper and cobalt. At least it didn't go off a cliff. We've had copper and cobalt. And a bunch of things I haven't mined. There's a decent chance there's iron here, too. Carrot. Nope. Nope, nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's a worse idea than the first one. Honestly, no, that's probably copper still. I need to know. Come on, be iron. Have every resource on this island. One time. That's also copper. Oh. This island has so many cliffs. Don't jump, don't jump. Jumping is bad. This, I believe, is the original lake. I will say, seeing as I've been griping about random things this stream, I am kind of sad that water doesn't break your fall like it does in basically every video game. because my urge to jump into it just to save time having to go around is very difficult to overcome. I'm just very glad the one time that I decided to jump, it wasn't quite far enough for me to die when I hit the ground. All right, going home. What? Boost? Okay. Uh, my speedometer bounced. Huh. Is this... Oh, crap. Now, I was told that I could approach this at higher speed. Okay. No need to panic. I am not going to pretend I know how that worked. Drones can pick things up from chests. Drones can pick things up from chests. What do I do with that information? Wait, if drones can pick things up from chests, then I can use drones. I can use drones to move things from one chest to another one. That means I can automate things. Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to come to terms with that. If I can automate things, that's so much power, though. Each drone, I think, is 500 power. No, each drone is 300 power. There's no way they expect automation to be done with that kind of power draw. That's 1.5 windmills. There has to be something that I'm missing here. Hmm. It would... I mean, it would be cool as hell. But that just... Yeah, it, that's... I would need like 50 of them. And would all just end up with me shifting things around. That's nuts. Okay, I have extra power generation. This wasn't my plan, but I mean, when did anything I planned ever actually worked? So there we go. Sometimes I guess we're just in the go with the flow and see what happens mode. Thank you. Okay. Tomato is there. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do. This is corn. What did I need algae for? I know I need algae. Please. Okay. Brick materials. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Decorative hay bales. I'll get you later. I can get a bunch of things for wood, wooden cloth. Oh, okay. A lot of this stuff is pretty easy to pick up. I need cloth. How many? How much did I need again? 2. 1, 2. And now I just need wood. I hereby declare that you are blocking the wind. Prepare to die. That should be enough wood for now. And your lives are very important to me. You will help me research things. You will make the sheeps very happy. Celebrate your achievements. I'm really looking forward to the new food recipes because right now I am 1 corn short. Sad. Corn. I'm gonna make a whole sprinkler for this. I'm pretty sure sprinkler is just iron and copper. Yeah. Because I do want to expand the farm. And I'm curious to know the radius that these can water in. So far, it has seemed very inconsistent to me. Do I have a hoe? No, that's not a hoe. Honestly, one of the biggest bugs that I want them to fix is anytime that you are interacting with something that has an inventory, like a chest or even like a furnace or a crafting station, you can't. Wait, why are you watered? I have been manually watering these two squares. How? Why is that one not one? What? Game, don't do this to me. Am I too far? This game is making me question my sanity. I have very little of that to start out with. Can I water this one? Come on. I took off this square here because you wouldn't get watered. But I did the same thing here. Okay. So, what I've learned is it can water in a 2 square somehow of where you place it. Come on. I'm trying to keep these tucked close. Because this is feeling like something that is just almost pixel perfect. Here we go. And there we go. Now, all I need to do is this, and no, that's too far to the right. I got a tree sapling off that. Okay, one more. Come on. Please. Please. Yes! Fuck. I feel like I'm happier about that than I should be, but you know what? Actually being able to get a decent grid out of those has been my nemesis since I started that farm. And that was like the second thing I did in this entire game. So now I need corn seeds. Those are the corn seeds. Watermelon is still probably my best choice for water because it's just phenomenal for that. So I'm going to put 2 there. That gives me 6 that I'm growing. And then I have a feeling corn is going to be important coming up. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a nice touch. I like that it comes with a little post that tomatoes grow on. you use to grow tomatoes. No, not you. Give me a second while I move everything up so that way I can actually see it. You're going to go down to the bar. Why am I using a stone axe when I have a metal one? You. Actually, I'm going to get you three into the furnaces. Everything must cook. Because I need an actual infinite amount of materials at this point, because my goal is to make my entire base run on wind power. Or function on wind power, I think is the better way to say it. Because I'm tired of it dying every night. Now, I've built the upgrade that allows me to get a sheep shelter. All I need is 5 wheat. Cool. Five? I should probably stock up on food, too. And sunflower seeds. There's new recipes. Sunflowers and carrots. I don't actually even need wheat anymore. Nobody cares about your AI viewers. Clicky. I'm not gifting you turbo. Yo ass is getting blocked. This is my be gone moment. Actually, I just realized with that sheep, we can start getting tickets so that way we can get skins for the game. Because there's skins for the... What'd you call this thing? The plane? The ship? The airship. There's skins for the airship. I just don't have the tickets yet. Once the corn grows, we're going to be able to get the additional cooking recipes. But that is not a thing right now. I have bricks. Okay. As soon as we get sheep's milk, we can get the food basket. We get additional cooking recipes on our first harvest. All I have to do is find paprika, which, completely honest, I don't have any of. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Let's make us some wind turbines. How many can I make? What? There's no way I'm out. Come on, man. Cobalt and silicon? I don't need you. I need to replace these two so I can get you in the forge. I do need cobalt, though. I need large amounts of cobalt. Okay, now this bug is kind of becoming an actual pain in the ass. Because with my inventory this size, I'm actually using the bottom of it. Oh, the sheep need their house. Otherwise, they can't sleep. Sheepy, go to sleep in your home. No. I don't get why people would act. Yeah, that means at the very minimum, I'm going to be waiting another day. Which I guess isn't the worst. It's just really annoying. Because I really want that food basket, because I think that's the way that I get all of the skins in this game. And I kind of want to paint my airship. And the way all of the animals work is when morning comes is when they give you their items if they're... Ooh, I got an achievement. Maximize an animals? Dude, my chickens have been happy forever. What are you talking about? Look at him. Where's Wiggles? Bad example. Wiggles, where you at? Wiggly. It is telling me that this is a sad chicken. I entirely lost my previous train of thought when I heard a bleep. Okay. The animals are all good now. Let's get everything put away so I can have a clear inventory to work with. I actually need that. It's corn. I can keep the animal feed on the bottom. I can keep my wood on the bottom, the sticks, the stone. Probably my random tools that I'm going to be keeping with me at all times. Okay. So it seems what I'm really low... Hello, Wiggly. What I'm really low on at this point is silicon. What I'm not really low on right now is silicon. More windmills. Man. Okay, I get it. I know algae's needed for something. I have too much copper. I am running low on iron, though. Let's get this quartz going so I can get more silicon. We need more cobalt. Do I have anything in here? More silicon and more cobalt. I'm ironically enough running kind of short on iron, even though that's the resource that's literally right here. It's just too... It's in that weird position where it's so convenient that I don't want to build a drone to go pick it up. But because of it, I have to remember to actually walk over there. I'm not picking up any more copper. I might be dumping some copper. I'm determined to prove I'm not crazy. I'm grabbing an algae. I think my spare... I'm going to put all of this spare copper in an extra chest upstairs so I don't have it kind of clogging up my chest I'm using for all of the... Yep, I got my one. All of my windmill creation. So, I was wrong about it being both the collection resource and the upgrade for our research bench. My last hope on what small amount of sanity I have is right here. If I'm right, this thing is going to have an upgrade for algae. If I'm wrong, I don't even know why I knew algae was in the game. Please? One time. Thank God. Okay. I don't need to fish. I was so worried that I was going to need to fish in the furthest islands in the game for every scrap of algae I was going to get. Ooh. Wait. I'm spamming decompose item back in the crafting parts. How much more to this game is there? I've almost unlocked everything. And every time I look, there's more stuff. Oh shit. Oh, no, 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 no! We can all just forget about that, right? We can all agree, universally at this point, that that just didn't happen. It's right there, man. You know what? Even the game can't fix. I don't have clips. Do I have this thing set where you guys can't clip things? Oh shit. I actually don't know how to fix that. That is something I'm going to have to fix after this. Hello, Wiggly. So let me check my energy right here. Jesus. Okay. I genuinely might have the energy to use transport drones to move things around chests. Additional cooking recipes. Do I have 2 corn? Corn, are you done? No, only the watermelon and the tomatoes are. We're so close to so many things. And I'm genuinely not sure what I want to get next. I was leaning toward the big power generator, but at this point, I could really expand this farm out. And I don't think it's going to be that much of a power draw. Seven, 2. And if that's the case, what am I pushing for? This might be the time where I have to explore the new islands a little more. Because the second I get there, I'm going to have 12 things happening and I'm going to need to deal with them all. Yeah, alright. Let's do that right now. Currently, of the new islands, we've only been to this one. But I also unlocked this guy on the top left. So let's... Ugh. Okay, all I have to do is fly straight. I can duck under this. Judging by the previous island, there's probably going to be a ton of plants and various resources. What I'm really looking forward to is the tomatoes. I wonder if the animal feeder is probably the next thing to grab. It makes sense. That's something that we need to have automated. The only reason I have a watering can that I carry around with me is to refill the water trough for the animals. You look like a nice little place to bring down. All right. I think we're going to find like paprika and stuff here, and this is going to be the cooking island. Okay. This is going to have to be... I'm out of wood. I knew I was going to explore an island, and I brought no wood. The tree physics in this game is ridiculous. No, give me that back. There we go. We can get up here now. And with our new OSHA-approved staircase. Really? You're making me work for this game. There we go. Third time's the charm. So, change position. Please connect to the correct. Please. Game. You're. Or it. It's doing this on purpose. Maybe. Maybe if I go further away, it won't be able to connect to that side. There we go. We have the most unsafe staircase in the history of time. It feels nice to have accomplished something. I do find it funny. I got super quiet there because I genuinely locked in. I was absolutely focused on trying to place a staircase. Ooh, another sheep. Hello, Blossom. I was genuinely focused on trying to get that staircase placed. What is this? Is this copper again? Stone. Oh shit, this is our first actual clay resource. Huh, there we go. How do I get around this island? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of clay on this island. I think the best way to handle this is probably get back in the ship and then use it to bounce around the various... Or, hold on. Wait, is this just... Okay, just cotton, that's fine. That's cobalt. I don't really need more cotton seeds. Ooh. Boop. Yeah, this is going to take either a ton of wood or the airship. And I think the airship is probably the best bet. So let's go pick that up. The good news about being in the airship is that we are going to be able to actually get around way faster. Okay, the last time that I came on, I was incredibly desperate for copper. I don't know if this game is trying to be nice after all the bugs we found or something, but we genuinely do not need more copper. I think corn is going to be what everything's built on. So before we got the cooking table, everything was based off of wheat. Because the only thing that you could actually make that was worth any food was bread. And that was a wheat based item. You basically turn wheat in the dough. All of the animal feed was based on wheat, and we had the inefficient recipe that required a ton of it. And because of it, every island that we went to was filled with wheat. Now I'm noticing that the 2 islands that we got are jam packed with corn. So I wonder if the new recipes are going to be corn based. Oh, yeah, actually parked well. Wait, but we just checked this whole island. Don't we need paprika for something? Is I thought that was a plant. I understand I know very little about spices because I have no sense of smell, like from birth. So I don't really get a lot of the food flavorings that people put on. It doesn't really change much for me. But I'm 90% sure paprika is a spice. And spices are just plants. I don't think it's a mix of things. Might be. Don't crash, don't crash. Okay. Like, paprika is a spice. Yeah. Am I genuinely going to have a video on the internet of me Googling what is paprika? Sadly, would not be the most embarrassing thing that people have caught me Googling. Just to be clear from that comment, there's no saving that. It is. There. You're in the game. What are the new recipes? Ooh, vegetable. Dude. Oh, that actually looks really good. I haven't had stir fry in forever. Honey, sheep's milk, egg, dough, raspberries? Okay. Actually, I can make this right now. Also, I just need honey, right? Yeah. Give me a fruit plate. Hmm. I'm gonna try and make a berry cake real quick. So that'd be a dough. Egg, sheep's milk. Okay. Do I need truffles for it? No, I need egg, sheep's milk, honey, and raspberries. This is going to be where I get my honey. Hopefully, there we go. More truffles. I have enough eggs. Honey. I need egg and 4 raspberries. There we go. And a couple of eggs. I think I have another Oh, I have a bunch of honey in here. Let's make a ton of this stuff. Hold up. Here we go. All right. So I would still need raspberries for this. But if I transition over here, water bottles take glass is the problem. I kind of want to know how much this feeds me. Raspberries. Get the sunflowers in there. More carrots. Oh, I got the second slot upgrade unlocked when yeah, a circuit board. Circuit boards take algae? Is that a thing? Hi, Loki. Look, I have a bunny, and he has found one of my towels, and he is doing something with it. He's not chewing it, he's just pulling it around. Loki, what are you doing? I would normally tell you not to chew on things. Because bunnies do eat towels. They basically chew on everything. But he's not doing that. He has just decided he didn't like it where it was and has decided that he is just taking it on a grand adventure. No, you can't run away from that. I saw you. The first rule of having an animal is they are incredibly weird. Okay. Did I use all of my sheep's milk? I've had a small collection of bunnies, and I accidentally had a cat once. I say accidentally because I had no intention of having a cat, seeing as up until the point where I had my first cat, I was really badly allergic to them. Like, whenever I got around a cat, I stopped breathing. But this cat randomly walked up to us, or me and my girlfriend at the time, while we were just walking down the street and just started following us home. And kind of decided that we had a cat. Quite frankly, you should never underestimate the power of the cat distribution system. I thought it was a joke as a person who's never had one. It is not. They will genuinely walk into your life and just say, "Hi, guess what? You have a cat." Interesting thing about that, the second that I had one, wasn't allergic to cats anymore. Completely got over it. Oh, is there a corn-based? I would like to use my wheat for sunflower and carrots. Perfect. I'm gonna go grab some carrots. Then I can turn all of my... I know, right? I love that cat. I like other people's dogs. And I don't know if that's just because I never had one myself, but I grew up around dogs. And I'm one off. Like, do you have a dog? Because the dogs that I grew up with are kind of strange. Because nice. You know what kind of dog it is? Because what was I saying? The two dogs that I grew up with was two Saint Bernards that kind of acted as my nanny. Oh, I love labs. Labs are up there with Goldens for me. My favorites are Saint Bernards because when I was a baby, uh, my whole family has been climbing forever. So when I was a baby, my parents put me in one of those baby bouncers, and tied me to the top of a rock, and I kind of just bounced around. And one of our buddies, who was climbing with him at the time, he had two St. Bernards. And those St. Bernards decided that me being alone on this mountain was a problem. And their solution to it is any time that I began to approach the edge of the rock, they would walk in front of me and then just lie down. And because of that, I mean, I'm what? 1, 2 in a baby bouncer tied to this rock. Genuinely, I couldn't get off this thing if I tried. But these two dogs, worried for my health, are just making sure that the baby can't get to the side of the rock and fall off. And ever since then, I kind of grew up with the two of them, and they were like that my whole life. Like, as I grew up and actually had the ability to get myself in actual trouble, they were always there to make sure that I didn't do anything too stupid. Because the ability to climb before you have a strong survival sense is a very dangerous combination for a child. But beyond them, my other favorite dog is actually Shih Tzus, because my grandma used to have a few. And that's for an entirely different reason. My grandma's Shih Tzus were... It's kind of weird that this would be something that kind of... I don't know if this is normal to people. But it was the first time that I've ever had an animal that I cared for pass, because my grandparents had these two ancient Shih Tzus. And just before one of them died, my grandparents went on vacation and left him with us. And they had no real energy to do things. They just wanted to spend time with us. Oh, yeah, no, we need the algae dome first, or before anything. And it was really sad. But they were just so sweet, and ever since then, I've kind of had a love for the breed. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? It's 3 feet away. I don't need to use the boost. I have a 100% death rate when I use the boost. You know, this compilation of me dying, I expected to be primarily built around me jumping off things. And not me just crashing repeatedly into this dog. I have enough watermelon. No, bees go into the animal section. Let me drop all of this stuff back in its place. And let's get an algae farm going. What do I need? Okay. I actually think I have enough for that. And iron. I might make 2 of them. Just to be certain that I have a constant stream of it. Because if the tech going forward uses circuitry, then each circuit costs 10. Algae. Fishing area needs to be in water. Okay. Needs to be on flat ground. Fishing area does it need to be on flat ground or does it need to be in water? Oh, okay. Please reach. Yeah. Now, how do you work? What are you doing? Are you gonna bounce when you hit the side? Oh, I was hoping it was gonna be like one of those pool cleaners. Okay, what am I looking for next? I need bricks. For bricks, I need clay. And clay, I happen to know, because I marked it, is right there. So what I want is I want to drill. I want probably 1 wind turbine, I think is all I'm ever going to need. The drill takes 120. Yeah, I need 1 wind turbine. So I need some silicon. Silicon? More cobalt. I will grab all of you now. I think once I get this all done, I'm probably going to call it. I ended up starting pretty late today because of some very unfortunate train related situations with a buddy of mine who's down here because she's getting married. Oh, this is probably a great time to figure out how much cake. Okay, cake isn't bad. I'm not sure it's great though, especially when I think So here's my problem. Cake is all animal products and then raspberries, which I can grow. Stir fry, I can cut the raspberries. Now this requires raspberries. Here I would only need corn for the dough. Raspberries would go for the fruit plate and the berry cake. Watermelon. This requires three different crops and water, which requires sand, and I have to smelt it for each water bottle. Honey would be just to make the math work. I would add 2 additional beehives, so that way I can get 2 honey per farm, and I would get just raspberries, watermelons, wheat for the dough, and then for my animal feed, I would already be growing wheat, but I probably want that all for dough. I can do sunflower and one other thing, which I think is kind of irrelevant. We'll just say tomatoes for now. And I think if that is how my farm is set up, I would be able to grow everything that I need. And I could stop growing. I could stop growing carrots. I don't know if I already did that. Okay, Squirrel Brain is keeping me playing this. All right, all right. I said I was going to go. I said I was going to go. And that is going to be an actual thing. All right. Let us take a minute and let's find somebody. I have a whole 2 viewers. Let's go find somebody small, see if we can give them a hand. I'm working on it. Ooh, lightning. I'm not making a good. Okay, going for real. The lightning is really pretty. Okay? Let's check out who's doing things right now. Back to Twitch. Solarpunk. Dude, this guy's house is awesome. Here. All right, take it easy, guys.